Hi there. Okay, I think we're live. I never know if I'm live. There we go. I am live. Let's see. Good evening. Hello, everybody. It is Wednesday, March 4th. And there we go. I think I'm live. I have a couple of cameras. There we go. Okay. I've been waiting for you. Oh my goodness. I love to hear that. That is so awesome. Hi, Christina. Hopefully this is good. I have another camera set up. Let's see if that's better. Oh, that's way the heck up there. It's a better picture, I think. At least I look younger in it. Kidding. I'll switch. Hold on. Let me switch back to this one. I don't think I look younger. I'm kidding when I say that. Okay. I kind of planned on standing up, but let's see how it goes. I have so much going on. Hi, Sue. Hi, Linda. Hi, Terry. Okay, let's see if that's better. Might be too bright. You'd think I'd get this all set up, but what happens is I do set it up, and then the lighting completely changes because the sun is going down right in front of me. So let me just do this. Oop, there we go. Is that better? Worse? No different? Okay. All right, the gang is all here. Okay, I love this. I get to see. I kind of look over here, and I kind of look over there, and I kind of. All right. So I'm drinking a cup of tea, which might be a huge mistake, and I'm wearing an SDSU shirt for a reason. I will explain what that reason is in a minute. But first off, oh, it's only 5:29. I finally caught you live. Hello, Shelly Hine, my good friend. Do you guys prefer this camera? Let's pretend we're at the eye doctor's office. Camera A or camera B? Either way, I can adjust accordingly. You tell me. Camera A, camera B. We're on camera B. Left the shop early to watch you, Shirley. I guess when you're the owner, that's a company perk, huh? I won't tell anybody if you don't. Oh, hold on. Speaking of which, I was just going to get the company of A, B, okay. B, okay. I'm drinking a cup of tea, and that's probably going to be a huge mistake. A, okay. All right, it's 5:30. B, B, so far B. All right, we're going to stay here then for a minute. If I stand up, I'll move to A. I got a lot of stuff going on right now. Okay, so it is March, beginning of March. I cannot believe it. I have a lot going on. Welcome to my studio. I'm Tracy Weinzaffel. I'm here every Wednesday live. I pick a new topic. So today is about time management. Today is about my miss time management. How about that? Let's make that topic real. I get asked all the time, how do I have time to do certain things? How do I make time? Let me preface my life by saying I'm a single mom of 3 kids. I'm a homeowner, and I work 3 jobs. Pole dancing in the morning. I'm kidding. I'm not a pole dancer, but I've made several friends by saying I'm a pole dancer. I'm not a pole dancer. I'm not very coordinated. But I will say I am gainfully employed by day at a construction company, which is what I majored in. I also hold a job with a company called Jelly Arts, which I'm excited to talk about there. I coordinate their artists. If you guys are familiar with jelly printing, I have a super exciting thing to talk about with them. Okay. And then my third job, of course, is your artful journey and being an artist. And yes, I consider being an artist a job. It does, I do have income, which is great. But I just want to give you a idea of what I juggle on a daily basis. For those of you who have a full-time job or are moms or are retired, for those of you who are retired, I am not there yet. I look forward to it, but I have a feeling even retirement, I'm probably going to be the Energizer Bunny. I hope. That's my hope. I don't know what's going to happen in my retirement. I don't have a crystal ball. So anyway, speaking of the 3 kids, I also have, I have one who is 22 and is in college, so he's doing his thing at Cal State San Marcos, and I'm super proud of him. And then I have 2 other little beings, not little, they're 18, and I'm going to explain why I'm wearing this shirt. Okay. Yeah, Shelly just said her day job gets in the way. I feel the same way, although I happen to love my day job. So I get to really say a lot about what I do in life. So here's my shirt. It's San Diego State University. You may hear about their basketball team right now. My 2 18-year-olds, I have twins, and they got accepted into San Diego State this week, which I couldn't be more proud. Not 1, but 2, and so far we're getting college acceptances. So they're going to have some decisions toward their future, and I couldn't be more thrilled. Okay, I also am a stepmom to a lovely lady who's watching right now, Megan Burgos, and so she's also one of my babies, only she is like adulting and adulting awesomely. And by the way, I need a facial. And I just love her to bits and pieces. And so all of this is going to lead into what I'm going to talk about. But anyway, San Marcos is a totally cute college town. And so I really feel like they're... all of my babies, Megan is still my baby. I met her when she was 6, and the day she said, "Do I have to call you stepmom?" And I was like, "Nope, you can call me stepmonster as long as I can call you Megan." So from that day forward, I love them all, and I couldn't be more proud. And so we got the word this week that it was, and they both are really nonchalant. But this does happen to be one of my favorite schools other than Michigan State. Michigan State, bar none, is my favorite school. And had I had any way, shape, or form about this, I would have had them go there. But anyway, that's just a little corner of what's going on in my world. But I want to talk to you about time management. And the other thing I want to talk to you about is making time for you and feeling valuable and being present in that time, because I feel like we all get bogged down with life and kids and dinners and careers and husbands and boyfriends and friends with benefits, children, work, people, drama. I'm very selective about what I allow in my life, for one thing. So I think after going through really having a lot thrown at me a few years back, it was kind of like I realized all of those things really build up, and you don't make time for yourself. So I am truly a person who lives exactly how I tell you I'm living. I sometimes wish a camera was following me around, because I do feel like sometimes I'm juggling a lot. But I also pick and choose what I allow in my life. So for you new moms out there who are going into like their kids going to school, this is what you call helium arm. Okay, when they go, "Hey, do you want to be the team mom?" "Sure, I'll do it." "Would you like to be the classroom mom?" "Sure, I'll do it." So there's a real fun time in your life for those things. And then there's time where you do this with your arm. and you stick it right here underneath your big butt, because you've now given away so much time in your life, all for a good cause. But I will say this, as being a member of a PTA and all that good stuff and class mom, my kids never ever cared if the my PTA treasurer job, if the numbers were balancing. So I think as they got older, I got smarter. And I firmly believe in the work smarter, not harder philosophy. So I just want to give you a glimpse of making art a priority. I know that feeding your family and making a living, I know those are priorities. I get that. But you don't have to be doing that 24/7. I'm a very organized person. You might have saw my Instagram story yesterday. I was making dinner at 8 a.m. So on days that I know I really want to make sure I have time in my studio, I will cook dinner at 8 p.m., like spaghetti sauce, put it in the refrigerator, and then knowing I come home, I actually leave the pasta out and the bread out as a hint to my 80-year-olds, like, hey, this stuff won't cook itself. Could you boil some water? Okay. Anyway, I do a little bit of that too. I love this. I know I'm going to mess up your name. Tamala? Help me. Learning to say no for me has come with age. Me too. Learning to say no. And my friend Danielle is on, and she has a little munchkin, and I know she's going to do it. She's going to be the craft artsy mom, and I cannot wait for it. Learning to say no can be the strongest, most empowering word in your vocabulary. I say no to my phone. I say no to social media a lot of times. I know I'm on social media and I promote it for my business, but you'll notice I do a lot in the morning. I have a dedicated time frame for that. Sometimes it's in bed. And then throughout the day, that's not part of my day, or I schedule everything in advance. Danielle, she's totally going to be that way. Mark my words, helium room. Because I know she's creative. So, anyway, so I am Tamala. Tamala? I know I will get this wrong forever. It couldn't be tamale. Although I love tamales. Anyway, so I, for one thing, make art a priority. So I do figure out where it fits best in my life. For me, it typically is in the morning because I'm an early riser. So I make that possible because I typically can go to bed at night. I hope my video did not stop. Can you guys still hear me? Because I feel like my video stopped on mine. It's a good picture of my nose, though. I should have had everybody just start with a big old introduction, and I'm sorry. I try to fit so much in our half hours. But anyway, Pamela. But with, Pamela, Tamala. Thank you for that. Okay. Can you guys still hear me even though my video froze? I'm going to hit refresh on my thing. If you guys run into an issue, sometimes all you need is refresh. But if you guys are hearing me, I'm fine with that too. I just don't sweat the small stuff. Tamala! Thank you. Rhymes with Pamela. That's all I needed. Okay. But you guys can still hear me, right? Hopefully I'll come back. Oh, somebody says I'm good. So it's probably just me. All right. Anyway, if I'm not good, usually what happens is a good refresh will do it and you're back on. Yes. Okay. Just hit refresh. Good. You're fine. So that's it. Okay. So going back to making art a priority. First off, you feel better. You are a member of your family when you take some of this time for yourself. And it just feels darn good. I know sometimes you feel guilty, or, I don't have anybody here making me feel guilty for painting. So, but I just want to say, when you work that in, just like going to the gym, gym is, I kind of equate creativity with going to the gym. I happen to go to the gym almost every day, except for Wednesdays and tomorrow night, because I'm going to see a concert. But my art time is my priority. And I did have a friend of mine, because I said, oh, I haven't been in my studio in forever. And a couple of people said, you totally need that time. And I was like, I do need that time. So I like to think of it as going to the gym, but I'm working out a different side of my body, working out my creative side. And I do go to the gym also as well. I happen to be a highly energetic person, and I feel like, you know how you get those dogs that have to, you know how you get a dog and you're like, this is the kind of dog you have to walk every day? I'm that dog. I have to take myself to the gym. I have to be active. Otherwise, I get a little cabin fevery. But a couple of things. Oh, and I was reading this today. I get a couple of emails. It says, bodies need sleep, solitude, kindness, and good food. Souls need sleep, solitude, kindness, and good food. Bodies and souls need to feel connected to the source of everything that is good and true. You're not a machine, a robot, a slave, or an object. You're a soul with a body that gets tired. Souls get tired too. Souls need refreshing just as bodies do. That does not mean you're weak, useless, or less valuable. That means that you are real. Take some time this weekend to nurture your soul and your body. It must be done. It's the right thing to do. You're way too important to wear out. That is by Melody Ross. And Melody is just an amazing, inspiring person. But I read that this morning and I kind of thought, oh my God, time management. For me, my creativity feeds my soul. I wouldn't say it feeds my body. It feeds my soul. It feeds that side of me that makes me show up refreshed. I feel better. Just like when I go to the gym, even though I love the creative workout, but when I'm at the gym, I hate being there. But once I get those endorphins going and I leave, I feel amazing. So I just want to make sure and reiterate to those of you who are creative souls like yourself, Melody Ross is amazing. If you are not if you are not refilling that side of you and your soul, you are truly missing out. It really is. And here are things that I do to make time for it. I will, in my brain, say, okay, this morning I answer emails and do social media, and I have Alexa in my office, Siri on your phone. I will say, Alexa, set an alarm for a half an hour. Okay, she just did it. So in a half an hour, I will answer the emails, I will handle the social media, I will handle all the stuff like that needs to be handled, and then when that alarm goes off, I'm done. Bing, that's over. And then I will say, set another alarm for 30 or 40 more minutes so that I make time. This morning, I will give you an example. I hope she's not watching. I'm painting these overalls that have to be done by this weekend because I have to stick them back in the mail. This is funny. Megan, who's watching, this is my ex-husband's ex-wife's sister who I'm painting these for. I probably should get the other camera, but this side is more done. I'm just working right here. They go all the way down, and they're overalls, so I'll put something up here, but not a lot because I feel like I threw up flowers all over this. So this morning, you might have noticed, in fact, last night I did the same thing. I set an alarm for a half an hour, and I propped up my camera and I did a time-lapse video. First off, I had no bra on, and my hair was soaking wet and dried, looking like Medusa. And then I realized on my pink sweatpants, I had a big heart on my butt. Thank you to the guys who pointed out that. That was interesting. But I set up a time-lapse video, and I just painted for a half an hour, and I got the whole thing painted Now I just need to do the detail work, and I'm going to do the same thing. Mary Louise asks, what kind of fabric paint are you using on those jeans? So fun. I am using Deco Art So Soft. Thank you, Megan. That's for Megan's aunt. This is how connected and close I stay to every member of my family, including my ex-husband's first wife. But so that was that. That was. I'm going to finish these bad boys tonight, so I can stick those in the mail. But again, I make it a priority. The other thing I do is I line up jobs that I'm working on. For example, you see behind me. I'll move this. This I just finished. This is for a class coming up. So I try to stay very focused on things I'm doing and I'm working on. I'm a real finish it kind of gal. I'm a finisher. That's what my dad calls me. I'm a finisher. So I will line things up and have them visible and ready to go. Not everybody has a dedicated studio like I do. I totally get that, you know. But you can probably find a corner in your world somewhere. You're worth it. That's not my doing, Megan. So anyway, so this right here is done. This is done. I have a class coming up, nearly sold out. And then this has been going, see, I have it lined up. And I have the markers and I have paint pens. It goes to bed with me. This is totally why I'm not married, right here. This right here is why I'm not married. Because what man wants to jump into bed with a woman who has a watering can? Kidding. The other thing I do to manage my time, because I'm always on the go, is I always have a bag full of my stuff, which is also my briefcase. So this carries everything, including my basic drawing supplies. It's not hard to tell it's an art bag. And then my planner and any type of notes and everything go in there. And yes, I'm a new calendar girl, but I'm a calendar girl. But let me just tell you, I still do the old Outlook thing. Here's another time manager. This is my time management. I used to have a color code for every one of the kids, but now I don't feel like with two 18-year-olds, I'm responsible for everything that they do. I don't keep track of their work. I don't keep track of their appointments. I don't keep track of their school, except for if they call me and say they're not there, but I have never had that issue. I'm very lucky. But everybody has a color. And I print these up. I know, it's like a running joke with my friends. One of my friends says, how do I get a color and get on the calendar? I'm like, good luck with that. Thank you, Carol, for saying I'm hilarious. If I don't laugh at my life, I don't know who will. Okay, what else do I do? I pre-plan my dinners. I generally cook 4. Don't ask my kids. I generally cook 4 dinners a week. They are fine on their own because they both work. My son's on the golf team. My daughter is a new diver, and today she's at her first swim meet. She learned to do the butterfly last night. This is my world. So generally, I will have dinner done, and they can go into the refrigerator, so nobody starves. But I told them next year when they go to school, hopefully one of them goes here. If one of them decides or both decide to live at home, I'm not running a bed and breakfast anymore. It's out. So I also very organized with my laundry. I'm very lucky, not lucky. I've been very, for those of you who have children, I've been very straightforward with my kids, and they started doing their laundry at 12 or 13. That has never happened. That has never changed. If they need help and they say, hey, I'm tired, Mom, I can't do my laundry. Or last night my daughter texted me and said, can you make me a sandwich? I'm really tired. By all means, I'm there and I will do it. So I don't want it to make it look like I do nothing. Somebody just asked me what the shoes are in the back. This is a class that I've done previously. I'm going to do it again. And it was just, we painted tennis shoes. They're basically mixed media shoes. These were mine, and I just love them so much, and they match my studio. Yeah, so that's what those are. Oh, and then here's my latest project. This is funny. I've been testing my green thumb. I'm testing it so much. I did these. So this is a class that's coming up. And I basically give you everything, including the seeds, but not the soil, because we're not going to plant them. But, oh, I don't want to spill these. Okay. Oh, the seeds are empty. So what I did was I painted the type of flower on it. And then, oh, Danielle took my class. So I painted the type of flower, I labeled them, and then I actually planted the seeds. And I have zero patience. Zero patience. So I thought of Megan, because I happened to be out in the 99-cent store, had these. These are going to be succulents. So I'm going to paint succulents on these. See, they're all lined up. I know. My day job is totally getting in the way. Yeah, this is going, the watering can is on April 19th, and this I have yet to set the date, but I've asked, and I've already bought every kit to do it, so I don't not have those. I pretty much thought that ahead. So anyway, so those are things that I do, but you see, my creating time is a priority. I'm also learning, I'm making a mistake in drinking tea at night. I did that last night, and I ended up staying up till midnight. Oh, good. The succulents are a good idea. Yeah, so along here, I'm going to get rid of a lot of the clutter that's up here because I don't use it. I'm also a non-clutter person. I love that lady who teaches that don't have things in your life that don't bring you joy mentality. So I'm a real get rid of it kind of gal if it warrants getting rid of it, if that makes sense. And I've always kind of been that way. I don't get connected to things. I get connected more to the creativity of things. But that gives you an idea of me making creativity a priority. Just like somebody who's training for a half marathon makes running a priority. I feel like it's just important. Just like that email I read you, it's feeding your soul. But I also do firmly believe in making your body a priority. So do not, Marie Kondo, thank you. As Shelley said, or Megan said, Hoarders Anonymous. I get rid of everything. I try, I hang on, I take pictures of things, but I actually want to clean this whole area because I do want to make room for photography, and I try to streamline things. My laundry, everything streamlined. I can make a system out of anything. But I wanted to reiterate tonight, my main thing was making that time and feeling like you're valuable and that you are worth that time and you owe it to yourself. And during that time, I do turn off social media. You'll see last night I got a little caught into my computer, but I turn off social media. I turn off my emails. I silent my devices. The only thing I will do is I will play Bravo. I like to have the TV going. Hello, Jean. I love to have the TV going. So it was funny last night in the video. You could see the TV. Shelley just said, we call my boss the anti-hoarder because you can't leave anything for a minute and it's in the garbage. I'm the same way. When I'm at work, I tell people, just here, this is where you put stuff in my little in basket, but please don't just leave it all over. Putting it all over is not going to get it done quicker for me. I'm probably going to disregard it. Anyway, so I do watch TV, and the other thing I do is I I watch Netflix on my iPad in front of me. So that I have to, or I listen to the radio. Last night I was listening to, I'm going to a concert tomorrow. So I was listening to Lee Brice all night. And since I didn't go to bed till midnight, that made it really easy to listen to a boatload of music. But those are the things that spark my soul in my creativity. And I know the other thing I've made it a habit of doing is when I come home from work at night is when I go to eat dinner. And this sounds so bad because nobody's home until about 6 or 7 if they're not working. So it's really just me. I was going and sitting in my bed. I know this sounds so bad. And eating my dinner. So I would find the occasional nacho in my bed. No. I stopped doing that because what would, did I go offline? Oh no, I'm still here. Okay. I found that if I sat for too long, I just would want to fall asleep. So that's another habit I kind of broke because I was found myself eating and going to dinner or going to bed by 7 if, that's a bad thing. Yes. Jean just said I've been watching a lot of Netflix. Me too. So if you guys have any Netflix suggestions, I watched all of The Ranch, and I watched The Irishman. Oh, I watched a really sad one the other night, and I was really, I seem to be finding a lot of, I don't know if it's the religious or Christian-based movies, like you don't find out until the end when they wrap up the whole story and they go, well, God made it happen. I don't know why, but I think that's just a really big thing right now. And I don't mind it. I'm Catholic, so I don't mind it. But I loved The Ranch. The Ranch is my favorite thing. I love Sam Elliott. Anything with Sam Elliott, I'm a sucker for. Okay. So the next 3 weeks, I will tell you, I do this every Wednesday night, and I love it. I've had to shift some things around. I had told everybody, mark your calendars for March 23rd. Well, I found out that's my kids' spring break. And we will be doing some college tours. Hint, hint, no. I hope they don't watch this. We will be doing some college tours. No. And I'm going to take some of that time to make sure that by then we will have heard from the ones that they're waiting on. And so I've had to move things around a bit. So I will be here probably the next 3 weeks. And even if I'm away on that Wednesday, I will just do it live from wherever we're at. That way you'll really get to see. And I will be coming up with some topics. I've been asked lately if I will get back to getting some drawing in or painting live. I'm happy to do that, but I do that with my Artful Journey group. That is, you can go to the website, yourartfuljourney.com right away if you want to sign up for my 5 keys to art journaling. That will put you on the email list so that you have that booklet, tells you everything I use to get started. And it will give you information on the membership group. I want to tell you that last Saturday morning, we did a Leap into Art Journaling 2-hour workshop. I absolutely loved it. And I'm going to be doing another one of those. I will be doing more of those. That's what we did. And it was just phenomenal from start to finish. And I made a slideshow. For those of you who were wondering what went on, you can go to my YouTube channel, and you can see I've been uploading new YouTube videos as quickly as I possibly can. And everything that you kind of see in the works here, Linda, oh, thank you so much for those of you who took it. I'd love to hear your feedback. I want to do more of those. I will be doing more of like these workshops that you can go and purchase, like the denim, to have all those. Thank you, Tamala. Oh my God, I love it when I get a name right. Thank you for posting that. Um, so if you want more information on the membership group and when that opens up, we'll have information coming about that. A few people said, I've missed it. I didn't know how to join. I will have more information on that soon. I'm in the process of really trying to get emails and talk to people and meet new people, and just this is what I'm so passionate about, and I just want to share it. That's all I want to do. So I think in one of those Facebook lives coming up, I will just draw. We'll do, you can just see me draw and hang out. We'll just hang out because I get a lot of requests for that. Shelly took my gene painting class locally. Hers were awesome. And I'm not supposed to say that hers were the best, but I can't ever pick a favorite child. So yes, and right at the top, I believe, is where you can, I think it's 5 freebies. If you go to this Facebook page that you're on right now, Art Journaling with Tracy Weinzeffel, in the top right-hand corner, it says 5 freebies or whatever. You can get the 5 keys to Artful Journey, your art. And that is art journaling. It really will get you started because my dog is sitting. Do you want to come in? Okay, you can come in. Come here. Come here. Come here. Okay. All right. Say hi. Say hi. This is Penny. Penny, look up there. That will get you started, and I am happy to answer any questions. I am recording and do things as quickly as possible. I'm kind of my partner Donna handles the back end of all the emails and all that stuff, but the art side and the creativity side is on me, and so I'm just trying to come up with lots more content. I guess I should have just had the dog on the whole time. Do you want to say hi? Do you want to tell everybody what your day has been like? Did you hang out? Did you chase anything? Yeah. Do you want to get down? Okay. Cool. And if you have any questions, I'm here. All you have to do is ask. Look, I got one kid home. All you got to do is ask. I am available. If you have suggestions to what you would like as far as topics to talk about, I have a list a mile long. And also for your Artful Journey members, on Monday is Wine with Wine. We do. All right, definitely having the dog on was way more popular than anything I had to say tonight. So my homework to you all is to figure out when your creativity time is best scheduled. Some of you are morning people, some of you are night, some of you are mid-afternoon. I highly suggest you carve out that time. You don't feel guilty about it. It's your time, and make it as important as putting a sign on your door, locking yourself in the closet. Any of those items, any of those things to carve that time, I'm telling you, it will make a tremendous difference. Do not hesitate to use the alarm clock on your Alexas or the alarm clock on your phone to, I think we're all kind of a little surprised when we look at our phones and it says, you have spent X number of hours on social media or on your phone. Put that dang thing down. It keeps you from painting. I'm excited for a live drawing and painting. Okay. We'll offer that here. We'll do that here. I don't get a ton done in a half an hour, but I love you, miss you. Looking at my calendar for a trip over. So, P.S. You're my favorite stepmonster. You never made me do my laundry. Megan, I always did your laundry. That was a perk of coming for the summer. I always treated you far better than the other kids. Don't you dare tell anybody that. And also, I want to go to spring training, Megan. So I will talk to you about that. I love you too, babe. And for all of you, I don't have next week's topic, but we are back here next Wednesday at 5:30. So I will pick out something and make it fun. Oh my God. So it's funny. The person that I made the overalls for, or I'm making them for, just logged in, Tina, and I'm not allowed to show the overalls anymore. I hope she likes them. And she promised me photos. So she better not watch the replay of this, Tina. That would be my ex-husband's ex-wife's sister. We are family. Oh, so what's funny is Shelly is my ex-boyfriend's sister. Now I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Tamala said, "I really missed you while you were away. I'm just getting back into arting with you." Tamala, I cannot tell you how much better I feel and how live I feel and how art means something completely different to me. It got me through a really hard time, and now it's with me, getting me through the best. It's really making the best part of my life happen. Look at that. I have 2 ex-boyfriends or husbands, sisters on. This is just the weirdest thing. I guess I was not meant to marry. I was just meant to date their siblings. I actually get the best friends out of this. Anyway. So thank you so much. And thank you, Tina, for trusting me to actually paint your overalls. That's funny. Okay, Shelly. Shelly's got to go make dinner. I will let everybody go. You get rid of the guys and keep it. That's so true. No, actually, usually the family keeps me. What's funny is it may not work out, but somehow I get kept. I don't know. I really never thought of this as a pattern. You guys, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you got one little tidbit out of today, and what I hope you realize is you really, really, really need to feed your soul. And if creativity does that, or reading a book does that, or going and getting in a bathtub does that, or painting while you're reading a book in the tub does that, I would say go and do all 3 of those things. If you're in the tub, that's a great place to wash your paintbrushes. Okay, and Tina Rosandich, your pants will be done by this weekend and in the mailbox, or in the mail, I promise. I hope to finish them tonight, and if I drink another cup of tea, I will definitely. Shelly just said, we definitely kept trace. I am so lucky. Actually, Shelly and her sister are 2 of my best friends, and I love that. You guys, every week I am sharing. This is immediately going to YouTube, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel. And if you haven't liked my Facebook page, or you haven't signed up for your Artful Journey, the 5 keys to art journaling, please do that today. It really is great for me to share what I'm so passionate about. And stay tuned. All you're going to do is get more, more, more. Linda Davis said, thank you for sharing. That's all I want to do. That's what I want to do. Because the more we share and do this together, the better it is. Okay, guys. To my Artful Journey members, I will see you on Monday, where we're going to just paint. We're going to paint together. Don't know what we're going to paint. I will see you all. Make sure to check out my Facebook page. Thank you so much.